Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hi Cancer Rising, welcome to my channel. You're watching Tesa's Tarot, and happy Cancer season and happy birthday. Welcome to your Astro Tarot update for July 2021. The way we're going to do this is you're going to make sure that you are a Cancer rising. So technically, I guess it might not be your birthday unless you're a Cancer sun, because this is for Cancer risings, okay? So if you're not a Cancer rising, you might want to go check your rising sign. But either way, happy Cancer season. My name is Tesa. The way that we do these rising videos is I use the Astro Soul Oracle deck to pull out astrology cards to see what energies exactly you are needing to be aware of and focus on for July 2021. And we base it off of the current astrology, or the astrology of July, okay? So I currently have up on my phone the chart for July 1st, 2021, and I have all the different transits that are going to be in effect for July written down over here. And then we're going to see what cards actually come out of the Astro Soul deck, and we're going to kind of like play a little game of like matchup, okay? And see like exactly what energies and what area of your life and like what messages are trying to kind of like come through from the cards to the chart, okay? So that's how we do these monthly readings. Welcome to a new setup, okay? So if you have been watching my channel, as you can see, it looks a little bit different. I actually kind of like it. I kind of like that there's kind of a lot going on behind me. I think it looks kind of cool. You can see my bike, and I did kind of pick this spot because I'm right next to the air conditioner. This is the only air conditioner that we have in my apartment, and I've been like freaking sweating all day, okay? It's very humid outside. It's been raining. We've had 2 tornado warnings in Chicago. Yeah, and like every time I open my balcony, I'm like, ew, gross. It's just like so muggy, you know, that feeling like right after it rains, and it's just like, ugh, it just feels like it can like suck you into the sand. Cancer. Let's get into your reading, Cancer. I already pre-shuffled these decks, but we're going to give them another shuffle just to see exactly what messages want to come through. What else do I want to say to you guys? I could go over, you know, okay, so I can talk a little bit about Cancer, the Cancer energy. So you guys, Cancer rising, your chart ruler is the moon. Okay, so if you're a Cancer rising, the moon rules your whole chart. So that is your life path, okay? If you did not know what it means to have a chart ruler, your chart ruler is not based off of your sun sign, it's based off of your rising sign. And your rising sign is literally what carries you from birth until death, okay? It literally carries you. It's like this invisible force that pulls you along your path, and it pulls you around the wheel of your natal chart up until, you know, the end of your life. So, you know, this is the chart of your, this is your, it's your birth chart. It's your life path. Okay. It's your life path. So, your chart ruler is the moon, and the moon is the most important astrological planet in Vedic astrology and Eastern astrology, because the moon is the only, astrological body that rotates around the earth, okay? And it changes its phases every day, and it changes its position in the zodiac like pretty much every day. So, you know, that ebb and flow of emotions and like being in touch with that and being in tune with that is like a pretty big power, okay? Like if you can like master that, you pretty much like master your emotions. But like I can also see how being a Cancer rising, because it's like with having a moon as your ruler, you know, it's like your heart is constantly on your sleeve, right? It's kind of like you wear your heart on your sleeve all the time. And yeah, and your heart is like, you're very sensitive, and you know, you can be very moody, And if you want me to get more in depths of your personal chart, definitely email me. I kind of realized like, okay, well, I don't want to really be getting into the depths of this because this is a general reading. And we are kind of focusing on very specific energies for astrology here. Anyway, so yeah, just email me if you want to talk about it some more. We can get a little bit more into what it means to have a moon rulership, to have your chart ruled by the moon. Okay, so what energy does Cancer need to be aware of for July 2021? What energies are needing to come out for Cancer for July 2021? What energies is Cancer needing to be aware of for July 2021? All right, we're going to use that. Oh, there's 2 cards here. 3 cards. We're not going to use those then. I thought it was just 1 card, but it was like a whole chunk of cards. All right, Cancer, we're going to see exactly. I'm sorry that if you were extremely interested in what I was saying and I just stopped, I'm sorry. But, you know, I tend to like, I get really distracted by my own thoughts and my own thought process and the direction that my mind wants to go. And, you know, I mean, a lot of the times they say that it's like you should just like let that happen, right? Like when you're really in touch with like your intuition and the way the universe wants to like ebb and flow. Like that is kind of Cancer energy. Cancer energy is kind of like just like kind of like being in touch with the ebb and flow of your emotions and just kind of like going with it and feeling it for what it is and being honest about it. It's kind of like this stream of consciousness. Although stream of consciousness is really more Piscean, in all honesty. Cancer, I feel like you guys still like to kind of like control. You still like to be in control of your, like, to an extent, of like your surroundings and how you manage your emotions and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's kind of a weird, like, tug and pull and back and forth. Oh my God, what is this mess? So, I don't know, this could be your anxiousness. I've known a lot of Cancers to have a lot of anxiety. Well, a Cancer sun. Okay, I'm just babbling now. I'm just babbling. I'm just distracted now with like random things. Let's get into your reading, Cancer. Let's just stop. Let's just stop babbling and get into the reading with clear messages, okay? Okay, so we're gonna start with the astral soul, and we have retrograde. All right, so this kind of makes sense that retrograde is coming out right off the bat because there's a lot of retrogrades going on. Literally, okay? Literally. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have Juno in retrograde, the asteroid. Pluto is in retrograde. Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn is in retrograde in Aquarius. Jupiter is in retrograde in Pisces. Neptune just went retrograde. Yeah. Neptune just went retrograde in Pisces. Chiron is going to go, and then there's stuff that's going to go retrograde. Pallas Athena, there's a lot of asteroid action for July 2. Pallas Athena, the asteroid, is going to go retrograde in Pisces July 14th. Chiron, the wounded healer comet, is going to go retrograde in Aries July 15th. And then Jupiter is going to re-enter Aquarius. Jupiter entered Pisces in May, and now it's going to go back in Aquarius for a little bit before it permanently goes into Pisces at the end of the year. But on July 28th, Jupiter is going to enter Aquarius retrograde. So Jupiter is already retrograde in Pisces. So when it moves into Aquarius, it's still going to be retrograde. So lots of retrogrades. So this could be exactly why, like, I don't know, there was a lot of tug and war kind of energy going on when I was like shuffling the cards and when I was talking about the moon as your chart ruler, because the moon energy can be very like moody. It can be very kind of like, it can be very expressive about its emotions, but also a little like all over the place, and also a little like second guessing yourself, second guessing how you truly feel about something. And that could be taken to a whole other level in July. Like there's something going on with all these retrogrades. All these retrogrades are kind of like affecting you, Cancer, where it's like you're needing to retrace your steps. It's like you're questioning yourself. I feel like you're questioning yourself. You're questioning your whole inner world right now. You know, it could be in reference to whatever. It could be in reference to, I mean, I guess will find out as we pull more cards, but like, you know, because retrograde is all about kind of like retracing your steps, going backwards a little bit, rethinking some things that you've already thought of, and like needing to take a second look, you know, maybe needing to like not make such quick decisions. But it can also be an energy where it's like, well, maybe you overthink things, or you become so stuck in not knowing what decision to make, and you keep going over it and again, that it actually ends up worse. So it's like, I don't know, you just, it can be a very difficult energy to navigate. It's like, I would say the best bet with all this retrograde action that's going on right now in your month, it's literally to just like be as centered as possible within yourself and like not try to rush anything. Like literally don't try to rush anything, and just feel it out day to day. That is what the moon is all about. The moon is all, and you're ruled by the moon. So the moon is all about just kind of taking things day at a time, feeling it out day to day, just kind of like taking it a little bit at a time. Don't rush anything. And when I say anything, I literally mean anything. Like this isn't a card that's just like, oh, there's just one planet in retrograde. Okay, let's see which planet it is and where it's at. It's more than that. Okay, and that's probably why I was getting all those like anxious feelings when I was talking about your chart ruler, and I was talking about your life path, and I was talking about the moon, because this literally will be a day-to-day thing. Like your reading right now, Cancer, is very much like, hey, this is my message to you. You really need to take things day at a time and focus on the task at hand and your emotions at hand, day at a time, hour at a time, whatever. Especially if you do have a lot of things going on in your life right now, especially if you do have different plans or whatever. It's just like, be patient. You're going to have to be patient. Slow and steady wins the race. Take it from Taurus, okay? You did pull the Taurus card. Taurus energy is very steady, very careful, very deliberate. And you have Taurus in your 11th house. Okay. You have Taurus in your 11th house, which is of networking, okay, which is the house of networking, acquaintances, social network, technology, innovation, like very high intellectual energy. So yeah, so I feel like your ability to communicate with your surroundings is still pretty good, though. You know, like take it as an opportunity. Take this as an opportunity to form connections with people in very like grounded and stable ways. You know, like go out to lunch. Have dinner together, like get together with acquaintances and just, you know, do things that just make you feel grounded and good and like connected to the world. For the final card, we have sextile, which is an astrological aspect. integration, cooperation, tools, skills, ingenuity, harmony, and empathy. Okay, sextile is a really, really good aspect. The sextile is when planets are, okay, they're 60 degrees apart from each other. So it's when planets form a sextile, it means that the flow and the communication is smooth. So this is good considering that there is this retrograde stuff that's going on. And that is going to require day-to-day. There's this other energy where it's like that emotional part of you will be just fine because of this easy flowing cooperation between you and other like individuals within your network. So it could have to do with like not necessarily your immediate, not like necessarily exactly where you work or like your career, but the people that you connect to through that. So it's like the people that you work with or the people that you are in the same profession as, there's this ease of cooperation and flow when you hang out with those people and you do things with those people outside of work. There's like a natural, organic kind of easiness to it. And it's actually helping you, develop your ability to express your emotions. So I hope that's making sense, Cancer. So like, it's like capitalize on that. It's like, they are going to help you develop your confidence with how you express yourself because you are ruled by the moon. And with all the retrograde stuff that's going on, like they're gonna be like your backbone. I feel like these people that you have these career-like connections with, like they're like your people type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can trust them to talk about your feelings or whatever the hell is going on. Okay, so we're gonna get into tarot. For the first tarot card, we pulled Strength. This is Leo energy. Okay, yeah. So through these retrogrades and these different, perhaps like tug of war types of emotions, you know, the universe is just giving you strength. It's giving you stability. You have Leo in your second house. Okay, you have Leo in your second house, and this is your house of finances, of your value, possessions, self-worth. And this is what is giving you that self-worth. The fact that you do have the ability, that you are strong, and you do have the ability to get yourself through the day-to-day moods and the day-to-day emotions and things that you are experiencing and going through. For the next card, we have the Devil, another major arcana, Capricorn energy. Okay. Wow. Ooh, Cancer, shit. Okay, so this is you have Capricorn in your 7th house. The 7th house is the house of relationships, partnerships. So, I don't know. There could be some toxic energy within your relationships, within your, I don't know, with this Devil energy coming out. Perhaps you have a partner or you're in a relationship with someone who can be a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't want to say strict because that sounds more like a parent. Maybe you could be in a relationship with someone who can be like controlling. And that could be like also why maybe sometimes your emotions seem to be out of whack, because you have to, like, you need an outlet for it. I don't even know if I want to say controlling. Maybe not necessarily like this individual is controlling, but there's some kind of subconscious energy going on here where you feel like your personal relationships and intimate relationships control your mannerisms to a degree. And perhaps you are not able to feel fully yourself. I feel like this is subconscious. Like, this is something kind of like subconscious where you think that you need to behave a certain way around your partner or your lover or your significant other, and it's creating a bit of toxicity within you because it's like there's stuff that's being repressed. Perhaps you're not really sharing and telling this individual how you really feel about certain things in an effort to like keep the peace. But is that good for you, like long term? I think that when it comes to relationships, perhaps you don't share as much as you want to or would like to, maybe because you're afraid that you'll lose them, because you are very emotional and you are very moody and you are ruled by the moon. And if you really showed that side of yourself to your significant other, you think they won't want to be with you anymore. These could be some deeper issues and some deeper things that you might need to address, that you might want to discuss and talk about and open up about in order to grow and in order to become more evolved and healthy within your relationships and yourself. So that's something to consider, but that's the message that I'm getting with that. And then we have the Four of Cups. This is your card, Cancer. This is the moon in Cancer, the Four of Cups. So just kind of like not really feeling fulfilled with something. Someone is not really fulfilling you like emotionally. This isn't so much like the Eight of Cups, so I don't want to take it that far. It's kind of just like, like people are trying to appeal to you, but you're not appealed. So this is your first house. Interesting. Excuse me. Moon in Cancer. We are going to have a new moon in Cancer July 9th. New moon in Cancer July 9th. And that's going to be transiting your first house. So it's also very possible that like something could happen around July 9th, because new moons are about new beginnings. And I don't know, like maybe you're just not really impressed. Like perhaps someone might try something. Maybe they'll try to give you something or a gift or do something or express something to you around this like new moon around July 9th. But you're just kind of like, I would rather go do this, or I would rather just like it's not really triggering you emotionally. It's not really doing anything for you. It's, if anything, it's kind of like disappointing you, or it's like making you just like be like whatever towards them. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't know if this person this could have to do with this significant other. I don't know. Okay, then we have the Wheel of Fortune. which is Jupiter energy. So this also signifies a new beginning. So now I really am getting that new moon energy in Cancer, because new moons are all about setting new intentions and new beginnings. So I don't know, Cancer, I feel like something is coming your way. I feel like there's something is to be celebrated here. Something is coming your way. For those of you who do have your sun in Cancer, you know, okay, it could just be a birthday. You could be going somewhere. It could be a vacation. Maybe you got a promotion. Where do we have Jupiter? You got Jupiter in your 9th house. You got Jupiter in your 9th house. So this could be like a vacation. Traveling somewhere long distance. Like it's gonna happen or something. It's like you're saying like, oh my God, like, yes, like this is what I've been waiting for. Or higher education. Maybe you got admitted into like graduate school or something. We have the Sun card, Leo energy. Sun is going to enter Leo July 22nd, but the Sun is in Cancer right now, and this is in your 1st house of self. I mean, the Sun is pretty much like the happiest card in the deck, so whatever this is, whatever just happened over here that has to do with either traveling somewhere long distance or getting promoted or perhaps like getting admitted into grad school, it's just like, it's making you so happy. Like you are just so happy. You're just in it right now. You are in it. 3 of Swords. Saturn in Libra. Until somebody breaks your heart. Until someone pains you, something at home. I don't know. I'm getting the feeling that you have someone at home, maybe a significant other or a parental figure. This could be a family member that you grew up with, or someone who you are currently living with, that you are currently either in a relationship with or a family member who, I don't know, like, it's like when you're happy. Whenever you feel happy and you're so just like on cloud 9 and you're just so proud of yourself, it's like someone says something to bring you down. That's what I'm getting over here. Like someone just like, it's like whenever you feel this emotional bliss, it's like someone is going to say something that just like makes that feeling go down. And that really sucks. And I don't know who this person is, but it has something to do, it's somebody who knows you. It's like, it's a relative or a lover or a partner. And then you have to like, it's just the way that they use their words. And then you have to like think about their words and you got to think about what they're saying and you have to like, you know, and then you feel obligated to start approaching things from a different angle because you get so deep in your head about this. Yeah. You're going to get really deep in your head about it. It's going to like, I don't want to say it's going to drive you crazy, but like, you know. Oh, Cancer. Okay, for the final card, we have the 9 of Swords. This is Mars and Gemini. Some anxiety here. Sleeplessness. I don't want to see that. A little bit of anxiety and sleeplessness and just thinking about, like, overthinking. Yeah. I kind of get the feeling that, like, whatever this person says to you, you're going to be thinking about it, and you're going to be thinking about it like a lot. It might create some sleepless nights. I'm sorry, my eye is really itchy. Like, it's gonna bother you. Where do you have Gemini? Yeah. It's gonna do something to you spiritually. You're gonna have to find your spiritual ground. You're gonna have to find your higher self through this, because you have Gemini in your 12th house. Whatever this person says to you, it could have something to do with it could also have something to do with financial matters. Like, you know, it could be a comment about like, oh, can you afford that? Or I don't know, like, it could be some weird underhanded comment about how much you make. I don't know. It's you know, it's not going to resonate, but that's just like what I'm getting. I'm just kind of getting that this comment or whatever this person says, it's in regards to like, oh, you have the money to do that. Like, I don't know. It could be just something like that shows that they're not happy for you. But it gives you anxiety, and it kind of like makes you question your own self-worth. It kind of makes you question like your own spiritual path and your own journey. And Gemini energy is very just like in the head and overthinking and overanalyzing and just like so in the head. And like, because the fact that you have Gemini in your 12th house, which is the house of isolation and spirituality, it's like, oof. Like, you don't want to get stuck with this energy in the 12th house. You don't want to get too burdened and overwhelmed and too stuck with that kind of anxiety of like thinking about what this person said and allowing it to make you feel less of a person because you're happy, because you're enjoying yourself, because you're like wanting to do something nice for yourself or go somewhere nice or like spend money or something like that. It's like something like that. Like someone's making you feel bad about having money or something. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of weird. It's like kind of weird like that. Or someone's making you feel bad about yourself. So you have to now find your higher self and like become her again or him again. Cancer, this is my message for you. If it did seem a little all over the place, I apologize. It's very possible that there was like different messages in here, and the messages were for different people going through different things. So hopefully it did resonate for some of you, and I hope these messages were able to find you in a way that was helpful. So with that being said, I bid you adieu. Thank you for watching my video, my channel. Hopefully you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.